It's not about bashing women. It's not about putting women down in any shape or form. It's about understanding the true masculinity of a man in this world. And that's the red pill. What's going on once again, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you are new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. Welcome and good to have you. If you are a returning viewer, good to see you again. I'm finished with my red pill husband. I am finally free. This is a post from a wife who divorces her husband because he found out and started watching red pill content. And she hate that. You're going to see in this story how women really do not want men, well, let's say the vast majority of women really do not want men to understand and know about the red pill. Why do the vast majority of women hate men who understand the red pill or watches red pill content? Well, it's very simple. It protects men against the manipulation from women. Men who understands and watches red pill content cannot be manipulated by women. We understand women. We study them, categorize them, and dissect them to a degree of a scientific knowledge. We know who they are, we know how they operate, and we understand the manipulation. And the vast majority of women hate that. They hate the fact that they cannot manipulate you. And you're going to see exactly how this wife manipulated the husband. She did not go into specific details, but from the background of her story, you can see that exactly that's what happened. And the husband now found the content and is waking up. I'm not sure what's going on between the two of them, but I'm pretty sure she might have done something to him. She may have been doing something to him. We don't know. She does not mention in her post. But the brother, his brother, convinced the wife to let her husband watch red pill content. And you're going to see, as she mentioned in her post, that at some point he lashed out at her, meaning maybe she could have been doing something to him that forces him and pushed him to lash out at her after watching red pill content. Anyway, let's get into what she says in the post. She says, married for 3 years, 2 children together. I found about him watching red pill content earlier this year. Both he and his brother are red pilled. At first, I was against the idea of my husband watching this type of content, but his brother tried to convince me that it was just for entertainment. What do you mean you were against the idea? What? Is he not a grown man? What is this idea of where your woman rule over you? Anyway, that's just go beyond me. I don't understand this. Your woman ruling over you. I'll never understand this. She says, at that time, I was unaware of the red pill ideology. Now my husband and I have gone our separate ways. I have learned loads about the red pill ideology, and I'm so glad we are divorcing. You see, she did not love him. It, the red pill should not have been a problem where you had to leave and to divorce him. It's not the red pill that had you divorce him. It's the fact that he was escaping your control. That's what you're mad about. It's not the red pill you're mad about. He's realizing that you were controlling him. You were having some type of grip over him. And the red pill just opened up his eyes to see, you know what? I'm the man here. I'm the man of this house. I'm the one who should be ruling my home, not you over him. She says, it all finally makes sense. His changed behavior towards me, his selfishness, self absorbed, sexist, and entitled behavior. I don't know where that comes from. And yeah, initially at the first stage in the red pill, most guys tends to behave in a way that people do not recognize, which is what you call the red pill rage. He's enraged to see, you know what, my whole life was a lie. Everything they've told me, all this, The F movement, the way they brainwash me and everything, it's all a lie. Now he's waking up. He's coming to his senses. But disrespectful, I don't know. I can't tell. The guy, he's not there to tell his side of the story. Hopefully, I get a update from this post and we can see his perspective from this post. She goes, the way you would put me down, call me a W wife, and says I was disrespectful. And in all that time, it was this crap brainwashing him. There you go. That's exactly what I said earlier. She may have been doing something to him. She may have, you know, get him to the point where he's so beat down as a husband. And the brother, the savior, came with their content and have him watch their content. And he's slowly realizing, oh man, this is the way she's manipulated me. This is the way she keeps me under control. And we know women can be very disrespectful. We know that for a fact. And in that post, she pointed it out that he says, I was being disrespectful, meaning the wife was being disrespectful. There you go. Exactly. She goes, ladies, tell me if anything similar has happened to you. Has your significant other taken the red pill? They all should. Every single one of them should. Or do you suspect he is indulging in this content? If a man is not indulging in this content, I don't know why. What is he doing with his life? How would you handle this situation? So these are her questions. These are the questions she asked in the post. And I'm going to read a few of the comments from the ladies. One person wrote, it's seriously scary how many seemingly intelligent men get sucked into that cult. Ma'am, it's not a cult. Smart men, intelligent men, figuring out things, calculating, processing data to figure out the best path for them moving forward. She says, I was seriously worried about what kind of future my son and daughter would have with such hatred going towards women. Well, it's actually the opposite. You see women openly being hatred towards men. It's actually the opposite. And a lot of them even talk about if they find out they're pregnant, they're willingly offing their sons in the womb. It's actually the opposite, ma'am. If you lower the age of the intended victims from 16 to 15, you pretty much have a manual of how. She used the P word here. I can't say it on YouTube, but I'm gonna try my best. She goes on to say, POs, groom vulnerable children, and then learn to turn off their feelings so they don't care about the damage and the devastation they cause. Well, ma'am, this is really not what this is about. It's a bunch of men that understand, hey, the culture is moving in the opposite direction, and we're trying to find ways to protect ourselves from this culture. She says the authors should be in jail, but instead they are laughing all the way to the bank about the misery they have created for both men and women. I have no clue what she's talking about. Well done, breaking free. Good luck for the future. Well, yeah, she'll find out if she's actually truly free. But anyway, that's your perspective. I respect that. Somebody else wrote, basically, men who feel women are the root of all evil. That's not true, whoever you are. That they are all about hypergamy and nothing else. Mostly true. At least that is my opinion. Well, before you say something about the topic, you should at least learn about what the topic is about before you have an opinion. I think that's the smart thing to do. The person says, the red pill moniker comes from the Matrix. Take the blue pill and go back to the blissful ignorance of the Matrix. Take the red pill and go down the rabbit hole into the real world. Yes, the red pill is the moniker of the Matrix. Absolutely. But for you to say men feel like women are the root of all evil, that is not true. Whoever you are, that is not true. It's a bunch of intelligent men who understand that the culture has shifted and there are absolutely no benefit for a man in this day and age to bring a woman into our lives, mostly. And there is absolutely no benefit for a man to be married in this day and age. And these men, we choose to make a logical conclusion. We ran the calculations to figure out what the cost is going to be, and the cost outweighs the benefits. So we choose to walk away. That's it. Plain and simple. We do not hate women. We do not bash women in any way, shape, or form. We make logical conclusions based on the current environment. That is plain and simple. That's it. This person wrote, I think, captures the entire ideology of the red pill. The person says, red pill men are guys who are finding less and less reason to marry, as there is just no advantage for a man to be married in a day and age where women are making their own way and having increasingly and often greater financial power in the marriage. Oh, yes, absolutely. Like I said, logical conclusion based on the current environment. Absolutely. It goes on to say this is not necessarily a bad thing in and of itself, but the dynamic has shifted completely over the past 30 years or so, and women are increasingly taking all the bad male behaviors they once complained about. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can observe it and see it everywhere. Female adultery is at an all time high, as women are increasingly away from home and out working in corporate and professional jobs. Yeah, adultery? Absolutely. Absolutely everything. The first two comments, they have absolutely no idea what this is about. No clue. The person adds, mothers are almost favored in court custody hearings, even if they have exhibited abhorrent behaviors and do not deserve alimony or primary custody. Oh, definitely. All the time. I'm not entirely sure of the statistic, but I think mothers are favored between 80 to 90% in court hearings, even if they do not deserve it. Misandry is on the rise, especially in social media. It is what it is. And the red pill is a reaction of men who are feeling disenfranchised and left behind society. There you go. This post, this comment captures the entire ideology of the red pill, right? Captures everything. Everything. The red pill doesn't bash women. We do not say anything bad about women. We teach men how women manipulate men. That's it. So to summarize, the red pill protects men against women manipulation. In addition to protecting men against manipulation from women, the red pill teaches men that you are the boss of your home. The red pill undo the effect of the F movement that brainwashed men to be under the leadership of women. The red pill undo all that effect, and we show men how to put their foot down and be the leader of your own home. We show men and we teach men you are the boss of your home. If she cannot follow your leadership, she's not supposed to be there. You want a woman who's there for you and is under your leadership. If anything otherwise, get rid of her. And women understand that the ultimate win for a woman is getting a man to marry her and procreate with her. Now, there is nothing wrong against marriage, nothing at all. But the problem is, the vast majority of these women today, they've been passed around, they've wasted their youth and everything, and in the end, they get a guy to marry her and procreate it with her and having them on hook from all the stipulation that comes with marriage. And the red pill teaches men against that too. It's not about bashing women. It's not about putting women down in any shape or form. It's about understanding the true masculinity of a man in this world. And that's the red pill. And the fact that this husband is waking up from his blissful state shows you, you know what? Maybe I was lied to. And he's figuring out, oh man, I had a bad deal. And probably the wife could have been disrespectful to him, like you mentioned in the post. There you go. It's man who makes logical conclusion based on the current environment. And we noticed there are no benefits for a man to be married in this day and age. Absolutely none. There are definitely outliers, but the bad outweighs the good, and we have chosen to walk away. The wife in this post still did not mention anything about what led the husband to choose to watch red pill content. So, was there something going on? I would imagine there was something going on. In the way she says that he lashed out at her, she definitely may have been doing something to cause them to have behaved this way. But I'm going to watch out for an update to see if the husband has anything to say about that. Anyway, fellas, so you can see a lot of time women truly do not love you for who you are to make your own decisions. They want to be the one in control of the decisions that you make in your life. And for this wife, that the husband starting to make his own decisions, starting to wake up and see society for what it really is, she cannot accept that. And that shows you, hey, she was not really with him for him. She did not truly love him. As if she did, she should have stayed with him, right? And the red pill ideology encompasses all of this aspect of society in the current environment, in the dynamic between men and women. There you have it, guys. Women do not want you to know about the red pill because once you do, the manipulation stops. It stops. They can't manipulate you. They can't get over on you. And they understand to deal with a guy like yourself who understands the red pill, they can either be in the proper role and proper mindset, or you're not going to deal with them. And many of them just cannot accept that. They cannot turn it off because the F movement taught them to be aggressive, to be abrasive, and a lot of them just can't turn it off. So they don't qualify for many men. But anyway, guys, like the video on your way out, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.